Now, let's be honest here. You're not the only one who's totally bored of my Let's Play-ish type videos that have me going through the Xenoverse story. And frankly, there's not a hell of a lot of Xenoverse 2 information to be talking about, so right now I'm just kind of scrambling to find ideas for videos, and I think I did find one, because I've actually been having a lot of fun doing this certain thing on Xenoverse, and that is messing with presets. Now, believe it or not, messing with presets and coming up with completely different movesets and changing up your playstyle is actually a hell of a lot of fun in Xenoverse because there is a lot of different ways to fight and a lot of different ways to combo. So I thought I would go ahead and make a little series of videos where I just I take some of my favorite presets, I break them down, I explain the mechanics of them, and I just talk about why I love playing with these presets. Now, the first one I'm going to be talking about in this video is actually one that I came up with recently. And actually, I can't even say that I entirely came up with this one myself, because I recently started watching some of this guy's videos on YouTube, Kashami24MJ, he's another Xenoverse YouTuber, and he recently put out a new combo montage, as he calls it. It's Dragon Ball Xenoverse combo montage, hybrid Earthling presets, whatever the fuck it is. And one of the combos actually caught my eye, and that was a combo with Gravity Impact. Now, Gravity Impact, I like to think of that move almost like a super powerful Ki Blast Cannon. If you don't know what Ki Blast Cannon is, it's the move where your character puts up his hand and he just blasts a little force wave. If you tie it together with a combo, he just stuns, but if you just hit him just with the move alone, it sends him flying. Well, Gravity Impact, it just straight up sends them flying, but it has a longer charge period, but it does launch them a lot farther and it takes them a lot longer to recover themselves. And I got to myself thinking, like, okay, I just need to make sure that my opponent can't hit me while I'm using Gravity Impact. Because of that slower charge time, they can hit you and stop you from activating it. So I'm like, okay, I gotta think of a way to slow down my enemy to make them not stop me from using Gravity Impact. Because when I use Gravity Impact, I like to follow up with one of the longer casting moves, like Perfect Shot, which is in my build right now. So at first, I tried just holding down Y to stun them. Now, it's still valid. It's still a very valid thing to do. When someone activates an ultimate and you go up and you hold Y to stun them and you stamina break them, you can activate Gravity Impact and there's nothing they can do about it. And even if you just hold Y and you just smack them, you don't break their stamina, it just stuns them for a little bit, and that does give you enough time to activate Gravity Impact and fully hit them with it. So I tried that, it's valid, but I can't really do that consistently because I'm not that good of a Xenoverse player. So I thought, okay, maybe there's a move that I could activate to slow them down while I do that. So I've tried several things. I've tried Power Blitz, which is sort of a double-handed disc move. That doesn't stun them enough. I've tried Destructo Disc, and like that stuns them enough, but it takes too long to cast. I've tried move after move after move. But then I tried out Ki Blast Cannon. Now the cool thing about Ki Blast Cannon is something that I've already mentioned before. When you tie it together with the combo and you use Ki Blast Cannon, it just stuns them. So if they've got nothing to escape from, if they've got no stamina to escape, and I hit them with Ki Blast Cannon, that gives me plenty of time to use Gravity Impact. So first, here's my stats. I typically like to run with a minimum of 6 bars of stamina. 6 bars is the lowest I will ever go on any of my characters, and in this case is my Ki Blasting human. And of course, I got 100 in Ki Blast, and I know someone's gonna bitch at me for having that much into Ki Blast, but really, there's nothing you can put your points into that people won't bitch at you for, so fuck it, whatever, I don't care. Everything else was all personal preference. I like to put myself up to about 5 bars of Ki for any Ki Blast characters, and health, I believe in this video I have it at 70, I'm not sure. But basically, 6 bars of stamina, 100 in Ki Blast supers, everything else is fine. And the moveset, obviously, I run with Gravity Impact, which is the bulk of me setting up my big combos. Ki Blast Cannon is the one that I use to stun. Perfect Shot is my follow-up super if I don't have enough for an ultimate when I hit them with Gravity Impact. And I typically like to run some kind of defensive move, in this case is Phantom Fist. My ultimates, I'm not gonna lie, there are 2 ultimates that I would like to put in here. It's Super Kamehameha and Special Beam Cannon, since they both work so well with this combo. But I work pretty well with Special Beam Cannon. I don't really need the second ultimate, so I just put in Unlocked Potential just for that extra damage buff whenever I have the energy. Plus, on a human, it's almost impossible to run completely out of Unlocked Potential due to the fact that they regenerate Ki in the background. Here's the way this typically works. I'll just whittle their health down with basic attacks, and this is where the combo comes in. If you can get them without any stamina, without any form of escape, the combo goes like this. Ki Blast Cannon, Gravity Impact, and either Perfect Shot or your ultimate. So 1 for the stun, 1 for the knockback, 1 for the finish. I was so shocked at how monstrous this build is. Like, good lord, with 100 in Ki Blast supers, It is absolutely devastating how much damage you can do with that one combo. This Gravity Impact Ki Blast Cannon combo works so well with so many other moves. So instead of Perfect Shot, what you could do is you could Ki Blast Cannon, Gravity Impact, and you could use Shining Slash to charge back in to continue a combo going. Or you can put on Hyper Drain or Drain Charge or any of the Drain abilities to keep your opponent from having any stamina to attack, and then you can initiate the combo, Ki Blast Cannon, Gravity Impact, and an ultimate. Unfortunately, there are certain moves that just do not work for this at all. Perfect Kamehameha, they don't work because they're too long. The regular Spirit Bomb does not work because it takes too long. But this build does open up a lot of opportunities to experiment and use moves that you would want. So you can use Perfect Shot, you can use Burst Attack. Any super that takes normally too long to activate on its own because it's too easy to dodge or too easy to stop before you can actually activate anything, they would generally work with this build. This is possibly one of my favorite Ki Blasting builds ever in this game. But anyway, that's pretty much my basic build for this. Again, this is possibly one of my favorite builds of all time in Xenoverse. I feel like I should go ahead and disclose right now that most of the footage you're going to be seeing, probably all the footage, is probably going to be from parallel quests or offline battles. I don't know if this would work very well in online, seeing as how the hit detection is very poor. So this build was pretty much built entirely for PvE. I don't know if it would work online. If you want to test it online, go for it. I may even test it myself one day. But this is the build. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if there was anything you would change about it, and I'll look into it. Leave your own little builds in the comments below if you have one. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.